Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 6th of June 2020. Welcome to video number 162. Today I want to talk about kind of interesting subject, why girls don't understand us. And maybe even more important, why you want to change it. Listen, there are more or less three major reasons why this happens. And it doesn't complete the list, but these are the most important, at least in my opinion. And first of them is that we're in our mindset and how we think, we're completely different beings. They're like from completely different universe, because they feel so many emotions. We just don't. We have like few that we understand. They see so many colors. We see just few of them, and we are surprised how even they can see the difference in between them. We don't see the amount of details that they do. We just dream about things that happen, and it looks like that all we care about is just having fun and do nothing. How many times you found yourself watching your game for a third hour, this kind of completely blank eyes, and or how many times you just found yourself basically looking at your own wall with your saliva dropping from your mouth, and just sitting there like this, and you're completely happy. From their perspective, when everything just it's like a huge noise, like so many parallel threads going over and over, and they see us and they say, I don't get it. And we can spend hours in our nothing box. And even though the Mark Gunger kind of defined this whole thing, I think he did this, girls still don't get it. Because our way of thinking and acting in life is so completely different. So that's the one thing. We're like zombies to them. That's why I laugh of ourselves that we are like headless chickens. Complete oblivion to what's going on in the world. Second thing is that we're having this thick skin. How many times you found yourself in this situation? You just drive your car, everything is like butterflies and sunshine, and then out of nowhere some idiot basically cuts you off, and you just lash on him. You bring the heavens fire on that guy, and then 10 minutes later you don't even remember that it happened. But what you don't see is your girl. She is sitting right next to you, and she's just like shocked and completely in fear, because she doesn't see you in this kind of behavior. And especially in the beginning of the relationship, she will be surprised that this kind of things happen. So she's not only they're not only having a hard time with understanding us, but then when they are faced with this testosterone driven aggression that we are able just to explode with, they cannot understand what just happened. And even worse, which is point number 3, we never explain what happened. They don't really know. They can guess, but they don't really know that this explosion, was it against her? Especially when you're argued, because now she knows that you kind of lash on this guy. But maybe you're arguing about something and she doesn't know that this angry kind of explosion that you just let happen, was that because of her mistake? You did something wrong, or maybe something happened in your workplace, but you never talk about it. You never open up. You never say, babe, listen, I'm sorry. I just had a bad day. I'm sorry. I shouldn't, lash on you, because that's not your fault. I'm sorry. And then she would at least know that it's not her fault. But most of us, we just don't. We just keep it to ourselves. And I know that we are kind of thought this way to live and to move forward, because how many times you've heard, boys don't cry. Just suck it up. Man up. And it basically put us in a position that we just do that, and we don't talk with anyone. Even amongst ourselves, we don't talk about what happens in our relationships. We don't try to help each other or advise each other on what we're supposed to do in this kind of situation, because we don't talk about it. If you've seen two guys talking about this kind of issues, it's so rare, and they have to be, know each other for years and being really good friends. But in general, it just doesn't happen. We don't ask for advice, and we don't ask for help. And we bring the same thing to the relationship. And then she doesn't understand you. You basically are a walking bomb that you don't know why and when it's going to explode. And three, you never explain things. So she's like complete, she's kept in complete dark about this whole thing. And she doesn't know what to do with this. And there are two things that may happen out of this kind of situation that you put your relationship in. First of all, she's going to quit. That's one option. Because she wants to build a relationship. She wants to have this connection. But if you'll never open up, she'll never be able to get this, and she's going to get tired and she's going to leave, or she's going to cheat on you, and then relationship is going to dissolve on its own. Second thing, for some unknown reason, she will stay with you. And after, some years, and maybe you've seen that kind of, maybe your parents or some other couples, after 30 or 50 years, they're still together, but they hate their guts. But they're still together, but they hate their guts. It's so terrible to look at because it's complete misery. So this is exactly what I want to drag you all to understand. We've got to change this. And first of all, you need to understand that you have to start with this. And I'm saying it over and over again. They want you to lead. They want you to have guts to take her for this journey. They want you to be decisive. You want to be this kind of figure for her. That's why we always say that we want to impress them, because we want that and they want that. So you will have to make a decision what you're going to do about it. It's in your hands, or at least supposed to, if you want to be that guy in a relationship. So again, we're on a crossroad. You can do two things. One, you can say, she sees so much, she understands, she have this whole emotional experience. Maybe she kind of should come down to my level and kind of try to understand me. And I would say, no, brother, you don't want that to happen. Why? I'll tell you exactly why. If you ever seen a girl who is forced to work in men's environment, and she goes down this road to basically lower her standards to ours, in a very short period of time, she starts to swear like a sailor. She's getting mean and nasty. If you ever see the girl who is basically going against someone who said something stupid, you will say, wow, that was nasty. Because this is exactly what will happen. I've seen that many, many times. And even worse, if you'll see that this is your girl, then you'll say, oh my God, what have I done? Because it takes so much strength and so much to kind of to handle her. So then probably you will quit because you'll say, nope, I'm not playing this game. So that's why what you want is to learn how to help her to understand you. So basically, this is what I call basically learning how to talk or speak in their language. And it's fascinating because this is so easy. And it's fascinating that we are not kind of handling this right there on the spot. It's all about opening up this much. What she needs is basically you being vulnerable, at least a little, so she would have at least a glimpse into your life, a glimpse into what is really happening there. If you lash out, why did it happen? And though she wants to know that it's not against her, that it's not her fault. And if you'll do this, just open up just a little bit, she will love you and she'll completely, give you respect, and she'll do everything to be with you and to help you whatever you're going through. And so many of you will say, I don't want to be this emotional guy. But you're looking at it from completely, you see that as completely wrong thing. And it's completely opposite what's happening. Because you don't lose anything. You don't lose your manhood. You still can go shoot the gun, go for martial arts, race driving, whatever you do. Because what you get is like learning a second language. You still can, talk men, but then you're able to talk to ladies. That's, it brings you up rather than down. And you may say, no, but if I'll do this, it's going to push her away. No, kind of the contrary. She wants to have this connection with you. So if you open up just a little, she's going to go for it, and she'll love you and help you with whatever you're going through. Just because you open up just a little, just because you gave her a possibility to be part of your life. And interestingly enough, you're not going to learn how to talk to her. And you're going to be able to talk to your mom, to your sister, to any lady is there. Because you'll learn how easy it is to make this thing happen. Just by, being open up and vulnerable just a little bit. So then, this is what I want you to take from this video. You want to finally change this whole state that she doesn't understand you. You want to make this relationship enjoyable for both of you. Do one simple thing. Just open up. Just a little bit. That's all she wants. So think about it and do something about it. Because it takes this much. So for the love of God, please just do it. If you like this video, comment, share, and I don't know if you didn't, comment as well. I'm really interested what you've got to say about this subject. And if there's anything you want me to record about, give me a shout. I'll be glad to do it for you. That being said, see you tomorrow.